Your limiting beliefs are sabotaging you, and today I'm going to show you exactly how to replace those limiting beliefs for an amazing self-concept. Did you know that your reality is a direct reflection of your self-image? Let me show you how limiting beliefs work, how they are formed, and how to change them. First of all, understand that your whole life is a direct reflection of your self-image. So you have your self-concept is kind of like a projector, and your life is the movie, is the direct reflection of what's recorded in here in your subconscious mind, the beliefs that you have about yourself. This means that if you think of yourself as someone confident and successful, that's the way in which you're going to show up in life. Now, if you think of yourself as someone who is not worthy of love, that is the movie that you're going to be observing in your reality. You will constantly be dating people who validate those beliefs about being unworthy. If you think you're unworthy, you may see those results also in your financial life. I am not worthy, therefore success is not for me. Now, why do these beliefs reflect directly in your life? Well, we humans think, act, and perform according to what we think is true, and the brain is constantly trying to confirm itself right. So if I have a limiting belief of I am unlovable, my brain will go out in the world looking for evidence to validate that belief. So I will think, act, and perform according to the belief that I am unlovable, and that's the result that I am going to observe in my reality. Like this, you have your core belief. In this case, we're talking about limiting beliefs. This core belief will create a thought pattern, a thought that repeats itself. Like, I believe I am unworthy. So I am constantly thinking, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. Therefore, I'm going to feel accordingly. I'm going to act accordingly. And because that's how I'm thinking, feeling, and acting, that's inevitably the result that I am going to observe in my life. Now, because I believe I am unworthy, feel like an unworthy person, act like an unworthy person, and see results of unworthiness, this result will definitely simply reinforce my belief. And then it becomes a never-ending self-fulfilling prophecy of what I believe I am, I act accordingly, therefore I obtain those results. Now, what happens if you change these core beliefs? You change the whole chain, and therefore you change the results, aka your life. Now, how do we change the limiting beliefs? Well, first, let's understand how they are created. Our self-image and also the limiting beliefs that come with it are created mainly from 0 to 7 years old, because that's the time where our brain is more malleable, meaning that our caretakers and environment have a lot to do with our self-image. If we grew up in an environment where our parents, for any reason, were unable to see us or make us feel seen and validated, then most likely we will have issues of self-worth. And those issues of self-worth will be constantly, unconsciously dictating how we perceive life, how we show up, how we think about ourselves, our self-confidence, and therefore the results that we obtain in life. Again, reinforcing then the belief. Think about this. Your limiting beliefs, you have been practicing them for years. It's been years and years of being in autopilot, thinking, acting, and performing according to those beliefs. So the first step to change them is to be self-compassionate and understand that it will take patience. Changing a limiting belief is like working a muscle. You need to work on it daily. So what we're going to do, the first step will be recognize your limiting beliefs. Make a list of at least 5 limiting beliefs that you have about yourself, the way you see yourself. Maybe your limiting belief is, I'm not good with money. Maybe it is, I always get cheated on. I can't find good partners. Whatever it is, write them down. You need to become familiar with them if you want to change them. So once you have your limiting beliefs, I want you to question their validity. Really ask yourself, okay, I wrote down here that I am not good with money. Is that true? How is that true? Why is that true? Is there anything I can do about it? And then little by little, you will begin to see that most of those limiting beliefs are not true. They are simply creations of your brain. For example, maybe the limiting beliefs is I am unlovable, right? I am not worthy of love. And then you realize that you are worthy of love simply because you exist. but you your whole life have been telling yourself that you're unworthy, and therefore that's the results that you have been encountering in your life. So once you wrote down your limiting beliefs and you question their validity, the third step will be to reframe them. One by one, I want you to grab that limiting belief and change it for a positive one. For example, if your limiting belief is I'm not good with money, then you can reframe it for I am learning how to handle money. I am going to take a course. I am taking action to solve this. Another thing you can do is you can go to ChatGPT and tell it all your limiting beliefs and ask it to reframe them for you. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go through your life and those limiting beliefs are going to come up and you're going to recognize them. And in the moment that they come up, that familiar feeling that comes up of unworthiness, of I'm not lovable, of success is not for me, of I am going to fail. When it comes up, you stop yourself and you decide to change it. And you say the affirmation of the correct belief, the right belief, the loving belief. All right. So at the beginning, this may sound a little cringy or stupid. You're going to be like, no, I am not deserving of abundance. I'm poor. I'm in debt, whatever. It doesn't matter. That's because it is unfamiliar. So it's new and it sounds alien, but you have to keep going. It's like when you start the gym for the first time ever and you go and you're like, oh, I'm ashamed. People are going to look at me. I don't really know how to use these or do these exercises. And then you keep going and it becomes so natural. It's the same with your limiting beliefs. It is an active practice of every day acknowledging that a limiting belief is coming up or acknowledging that you're acting from a limiting belief and deciding to change it. In the moment, you stop yourself and you ask yourself, okay, this I am acting right here, right now, I am acting from a limiting belief. How would the ideal version of me that doesn't have this limiting belief act? How would I act from love? In this situation, how would I act from love rather than from fear? This is a practice that you're going to take, that you're going to do every day. But remember, the brain is malleable. It's called neuroplasticity. You thoughts that you are thinking all the time become stronger, and those neural pathways become stronger. The more you stop yourself when you're having a negative thought and you begin to replace it for a positive thought, the negative thoughts and the negative thinking pathways in your brain will lose strength. And eventually the new belief will become way stronger than the old one. Now, you don't have to do this alone. I have created 2 tools to help you in your journey of eliminating your limiting beliefs and creating an amazing self-image. One is a self-image and self-concept meditation, and the other one is a self-image and self-concept subliminal audio. These are 2 tools that are going to help you in your journey of rewiring your brain to eliminate the limiting beliefs and replace them for loving ones. So if you want to get started in this journey of changing your self-image to change your reality, go to my YouTube channel now and get started. I send you a lot of love and I'm rooting for you.